guys, the Science to Higher Conversion Rates coaching program, session 1, we're getting started today. Just a bit of understanding and clarity about the format. We're running the session 1 today, Thursday night, 7:30. There's a Q&A session that's dedicated. Now, if we need to do that one-on-one here at the beginning, I might provide that offer and process. Secondly, after each session, you will be provided with a PDF file of the program in itself. That way, so follow through. If you can't see the exact part of the whiteboard, that's okay. It'll all be in there. Just helps us overemphasize. The program is dedicated to everyone. Sales equals income for your business. There's no income, there's no business. So, sales, this coaching program, provides you with the understanding of the science behind the reactions that do occur in buying patterns and buying processes. Like anything, once you're educated and you understand the fundamentals of the elements as humans we put together, because we are gatherers, we are hunters. There's processes involved. If we understand the science and you become knowledgeable of the science, only one thing can really happen. And that is, you find a better way to create sales, income, longevity of your business. So it's not just dedicated for salespeople. May we start the organisation training with the salespeople to get that income. We get a return of investment very quickly. But dedicate, it's not just training, it's research and development of building a strong culture and infrastructure within your business for longevity. This program is about high ticket upskilling. It's not about how much you sell the product for, is the value that you place against that product or service that you deliver. Price, you'll see as we go through, is not fundamentally the only and number one important feature in people's lives. You'll come to learn how to cut the noise out. Okay? The salesperson, the marketing department, the finance department, all departments carry one fundamental, and that is efficiencies for the benefit of running the business operations. So efficiency is about cutting out the noise. When you're selling, when you're the salesperson, fundamental is to maintain control of that process, of that interaction, in an empathetic way, of course. But more importantly, asking the right questions, not just questions, the right questions that provide an activation, a stimulation, and a response. And the response is yes or no. Are they buying? Yes or no. Fundamentally, science research has shown that these questions, the right questions, the better way of questions, will activate, stimulate, and provide a response in a faster, more efficient and effective method and way. Okay? We're not here to teach you how to be, as the stigma of selling is, they're just a salesperson. No, they're a business developer for the business. Your beliefs will be the efficiency of a sales transaction. So let's get started. Enjoy the journey. write down questions. You will receive this PDF, and there is a little bit of homework to be done because you need to get involved. You can hear about it, you may remember. You may want to get involved, and you deeply understand and recognize the features that you need to incorporate into your processes to ensure higher conversion rates. You'll be selling the heart asset, not the hard asset. Okay? In the marketing, that's where the money is made. Your sales process is a marketing component. It's the last bit. It's boom time. The product or the service only holds the money. The money is in the marketing, the brand, and you. Session 1, the purpose and the identity. Not negotiable. Here it is again. It's about you. Cut out the noise. Sell the result. The salesperson sells the result. And what is the result? The result is the asset. What is the asset? Our discovery. Through this journey, we'll identify the real asset in a sales transaction. Let's keep going. I want to talk about the brand called You. All about you. It's all about you. The purpose and identity. Find out who you are and why you exist. In selling, you must deliver value to the customer. And what is value? Value is a belief. A belief. It's not a currency. Value is a belief. The benefit of adding more value is providing more revenue. Let me say that again. Deliver value to your customer. Value is the belief. Why you should have this. Let me transfect the belief. Because when you deliver that to your customer, you are servicing your customer. You are servicing the customer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has just killed off customer service. It's dead. The modern customer needs and wants local service. And that can be done. It's been proven using technology and the software. There's still a translation of servicing the customer. Probably more efficient because the customer feels it's about communication. And technology allows it. Servicing the customer is alive and well. But you need to do that live. That's where it starts, the interaction, if you're in the face-to-face. If you're not into face-to-face, you need to promote the realism of face-to-face through your technology. Deliver value. Who's doing this? Who's doing this in your company? Who's delivering the value to the customer directly? I know we can promote values, but who's living it? Who's servicing the customer? Is it you? It's you. That's why you were hired in the first place. That's why you're building a business around it. Because it's about you. You. This is why it's very important to start to realign a recalibration of you, purpose and identity. Start to find it. You won't refine it over the course of this coaching program. I don't want you to refine it. I want you to start to live the elements, and then down the track, you'll design your existence, your why. And when you do that, that's when you will have continued stream of career objectives and beyond, because you've established you as a purpose and identity. Because the brand that you work for, we've got it all mixed up. Yes, you need to be parochial. That's part of the promoting you, is your brand. But it's you. They hired you. They hired you first. You built a business around you first, not the product or service or the brand. You. So you are the brand. Because when everything else falls apart, when things are enhanced, developed, that we are yet to determine and understand and know, then I would say to you this. The only thing that will matter at the end of the day is you, the brand. Not you, the person, but you, the brand. What you stand for. The disciplines that you'll create of why you stand for and what you stand for. And that will be the basis of higher conversion rates during a career and your career progression. Start now. Start now putting it in perspective. Okay? The company hired you. The business was started by you, around you. So, if you haven't started thinking and absorbing that reality, start now. Because attention, and I say this, when attention, that's a brand. The brand is about attention. When you attention, whether you provide advice, content, opportunity in your sales process to provide real intrinsic value, and not necessary by the prospect to give you something in return. But when you know the science, that'll happen naturally for you. The point is this. When you amass a lot of attention, what will happen is that will deploy, that will infect your product and service. Okay? That's why the CEO promoted that product, that position description before the recruiters, but underpinning that was the ethos and culture to say this person can work under this brand, but confidently they will draw attention. Attention. You are the brand first. So when the attention and you deploy it against different businesses, then what this actually provides is value. This provides value because your value is your belief. I'm not talking spiritual, I'm not talking political, I'm not talking recreational, I'm talking career. You, the gift that's been bestowed you to do service on this planet, that's what you need to identify. And when you do, you start drawing attention with it. And that attention is fundamentally your belief. And people will buy into beliefs. There are visionaries, there are people that are visionaries, there are some that are not. In a commerce transaction, the personality, very similar. The personality is not focused on, I am a CEO, but I'm buying a TV. They're just Joe Blow buying a TV. That's why you can introduce science into the process, because it's cut out of a lot of complexities. So, once you design your purpose and identity, you will draw and utilize your attention. Okay? Have a look at these brands. Apple, they claim think differently. Just do it. Okay? There's shoes that you can buy for Apple. $50,000 I heard the other day. Who are they? They're people that have their heart, soul, belief with Nike. And they want to be part of it. So they can buy shares, they can buy $50,000 boots. The point is this, your brand positioning is considered your why. The creator of your cultural influence. The belief. The belief. And when you translate that belief, it's a processor of trust. Haven't we heard that a million times in sales education? Build trust. That's how you build it. You develop yourself as the brand. Translate your beliefs into your career disposition. Emboss it. This is who I am when I'm the salesperson. I'm not asking you to split your personalities. I'm asking you to transfect your personalities. Selling is a gift. Selling is selling gifts. Translate gift that you possess and gift that is sold. There are elements that are of togetherness. And where there's togetherness, what does that promote? Success. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. The famous Washington visit, the famous speech. Yes, I have a dream. I had a dream. Didn't say I had a plan. I had a dream. Not many know this. And my numbers might not be spot on, but I'll draw the image. There's about 250 people that attended. Belief, marketing, no internet then, no advertising. And you know the story of Martin Luther King and the purpose of Martin Luther King. But his identity provided a belief. He had a dream. 50,000, 30 to 50,000, that portion, substantial portion, were white folk. Civil rights rally run by a black. We know the story at the time. 30 to 50%, 30 to 50,000 people that attended that rally were white. Why? They bought into the same belief. When people buy into your belief, when you translate that to your prospect, you will sell. You will sell. Because selling is, you have a grasp of knowledge, product, the technical side of the product, and the benefits that it can provide to livelihoods or joy or whatever may be. There is a substantial value. That's why you sell. If you understand the concept, this may be for you, this may not be for you, but if it is for you, then you must buy. You translate that belief. That's why it's imperative you find your identity and your purpose. Science will become the highest value in personal branding because there is science to belief. Belief is a scientific commitment of understanding. It's a commitment. There's another value. You show commitment. So, there is a bit of work to do, and I've broken it up for you, asking you about the identity. Your identity, your image, positioning, and experience. So, I'll promote that in that when I send that email of what needs to be done. So if you start breaking up the elements of creating a brand positioning statement, it really helps you identify your true values or elements of beliefs that you pop into your brand positioning statement. And we'll do a bit more work on that with a Q&A as well. We said science. I'll bring it back here. Science will become the highest value in personal branding. The highest value, okay? Because we can't rely on hopes, assumptions, and data does not guarantee a success. It'll escalate, but it doesn't guarantee the success. Because if we need income, we need to close deals. And we can only close deals if we're in the sales arena and not in the strategy or execution of the marketing phase. We are the executors. We close the deals. We're not saying be different, because there are certain principles of influence that are integrated along all matrices of sales processes. They're fundamentals, and the science, the data has provided evidence why they function. So it's not about being different, it's about being better. Better. Continuous improvement. Quality is a platform for continuous improvement. And when you have quality, there's a negative connotation to that, is continuous improvement. It means it's not good enough, so we need to do it better. So if you feel there's a strength and a weakness with every salesperson, let the definition of quality provide you the opportunity to claim a weakness, because it's about continuously improving. It won't stop there. The best part is you have access to know where to research for the best information, because science, human habitats have been around for many years, and the research that's against that and the relationship between functioning a sales or commerce function as a human will always be supported by science. Identify yourself, your belief, drive and claim your identity. If you don't, you will just become a me too. And there are high-performing salespeople, as you are aware and know. But the ones that are doing better may not realize it's science, but you now are exposed to it, use it, create it, develop it, and transfect others because of you. Okay, let's look at the logic, the product or the service that you offer. And we're stating here, what is it that my product or service does that makes it different, better than others? Okay, and let's go relate to a few brands that we are familiar with. Apple, think differently. Okay, Dell and Apple released the iPod pretty much at the same time. iPods went through the roof in sales. The Dell product, many of you probably won't even realize that it does even exist. But the function is this. They sold a belief. Think differently. By the way, that's how we create our computers and new products. We think differently. Do what you can't. Samsung, hey, I'll make the impossible possible for you. That's Samsung. It's a belief. What are you buying? TV? Phone? I don't care. We do what you can't. Gatorade. They sell far more substantial than Powerade. It's the same thing. Even water's better than this. But why? Because win from within. You drink it, you're a winner. Give you that energy to win. It's all in here. Because they recognise. But humans are entitled to have that in there. So well done to Gatorade. Well done to Samsung. Well done to Apple. They're not there to sham us. They're there to promote. This is the way we should live. Look, you may not recognise it right now. However, your brand positioning statement, whether it's told or advised before, past, or face-to-face, it will solve their problems and needs. Because part of solving their problems and needs is trust. Who am I dealing with? What image are they putting into my head? You know what? That all makes sense. I don't have any more questions for this person. I'm satisfied. Boom, opening. Your brand position statement has created that sale because of those refined elements. Your brand positioning statement will create raving fans. Referrals will happen from the first meeting. Isn't that what selling? Isn't that what high conversion rates is all about? Having clients on tap. Your brand positioning statement, live that, deliver that, and all the other micro elements, as I call it. The macro is you. It's about you. In 15 words or less, that little exercise in relation to the components of identity, image, positioning, and experience. Try to see if you can create a 15-word or less brand positioning statement. The elements of a brand positioning statement. The elements. It's about you. Who you are, why do you do what you do. And I've broken this up, and you'll see that it's replicated here in your notes that I'll be sending to you. Identity. How do people see you? How do they see you? Embracing, considerate examples. Okay? Don't be too flamboyant, but use unique words that people, you hit it on the nail, people get it. Your positioning, what do people know you for? Okay? In your organisation, your customers, your family. See if there's a uniqueness. Okay? Troubleshooter. I'm the troubleshooter. Okay? At work, at home, in my life, I'm the troubleshooter. Okay? So, troubleshooting means this guy's an expert in offering the right questions in a sales process to close a deal faster. Okay? Troubleshooters. That's what we are as salespeople. There's problems to solve. There are needs that need to be fulfilled. So avoid generic terms because it adds value. Okay? It adds value. And there's a worksheet there. And the higher value that you can promote, this is when you can ask and promote and close high ticket deals as well. But that doesn't mean we're not here to learn how to sell $100 items either. Okay? That's still high ticket. $1, still high ticket. You may say, well, wow, how does $1 become a high ticket? Because that $1, that value will dramatically increase when you promote the value that you're involved with, okay? Even the cleaner, the office cleaner, they're part of sales as well. When people come in and they're busting to go to the bathroom, they go visit your bathroom before they've come into the boardroom and they see it's disgustingly dirty, guess what? You're going to lose a sale even before it's even started because you're showing your value. Okay, let's get back to this. There will be a workshop that will be designed, and basically it's about what do you want to be famous for? We're all famous, and we'll expand on that in the workshop. But there are elements of famous, according to science, that when we can marry up, and your brand positioning statement plays a very, very dramatic role on this. You've seen the logo of You're Coached. And behind that, why does Your Coached exist? Because Evan the brand, Evan Vasilios Drakos the brand, is about creating transition and empowerment for people so they can transfect others for a better world. I'll say that again. Initiates transition and empowers people so they transfect others for a better world. Coaching fits that brand positioning statement because I'm helping people so you can affect others for a better world, okay? Buy what you need. Buy this because it solves your problem. There is no other alternative. You need to buy to fix this up. That's the way it is, okay? Irrespective. If it's a health issue, there's a service that's being sold. And products to go with that as well, if required. In a product, you have a product that's commerce in translating and offering money for that product. It's transaction. Service, transaction. Your mindset change should be focused on your career identity, okay? The workshop will probably take that a next step, okay? Where you actually create influence through the belief that you've been developing. And that's crucial. Time is crucial. We're not saying you can't get this in a day, but as you'll find in the next session, it's about creating a discipline, a new habit, unconscious competence, like putting your seatbelt on when you get into your car. So we've identified the real brand, you. And people buy for only two reasons. There's a need, they need to solve a problem. Okay, you're a troubleshooter. Salespeople are the most high performing, are the ones that have a substantial grasp and discipline in the troubleshooting. Okay, through questioning, the right questioning to take the path of yes or no. There are some businesses that rely on having a sales funnel that you need to contact the customer 4 or 5 times. I'm not denoting that. What I'm offering here is, why 4 or 5 times? Why can't it be the first time? And if it's not the first time, get it closer to the first time than the 5th time. That's what we're out to achieve. Because people, they buy, in fact, they need to feel, but their belief is a feel, okay? They need to feel safe and special. That trust, in fact, The four currencies in people's life are feeling safe, feeling special, time, money. Okay? Money is number 4. But if we're talking priority, it's going to flip. It's going to flip around. Okay? But we're talking currencies. When you sell, when you buy, you go through a research phase. Okay? What is it that they read that there's conviction to buy because they've researched, because some friend has told them? Okay? How did they become their friend? When did it start? You would think the first time, yeah? They met. Well, if you're the salesperson, it's the first time that you meet with your prospect. So become the friend. That's the principle. Because you now understand the reason. It's a science. The science is attention. Attention is belief. Belief is value. When there's value, you build trust. Attention, belief, trust. Okay? Attention will lead to trust. You becoming the friend at the first meeting. Keep something in mind. When you first meet the prospect, the friend relationship is quite simple, because at the end of the day there's a purpose. You're providing the purpose of solving a problem or creating a need. So you'll become a friend faster than the entertainment type of friend. Prospects want a solution, the end result. You need to translate that image, that result, from your head, because you know what it looks like, into their life, into their heads. And they can put their own personal effects around it. So that's part of it. It belongs to them. That's selling the real asset. The real asset is the result. You're selling the result. Okay? Wouldn't that patio look awesome with your grandchildren running through it, screaming, shouting, you chasing them on your beautiful back setup in the backyard there, patio area? How does that look? What will that do for you? How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? Feeling safe, feeling special? Feeling safe, feeling special. The result. So, why don't we just do this? The paperwork will take a few minutes. Off we go. People buy with emotions and justify it with logic. Okay? I just gave you an example. They bought with that emotion of seeing their grandchildren on their patio. And that made them feel special. That made them feel excited and great, even though they had to chase their grandkids around and pick up after them. And they bought it. They'll justify it. They'll justify it. Yeah, it's good for the grandchildren, but you know what? You know, we're into our gardening, and those flowers under the patio, they'll grow better. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not there to help them justify. They'll create that themselves. I'm there to sell them in the emotion. Okay? I don't mean that in a facetious or obstructive or scammy type of way. I'm saying to you this: if they've done the research and they're looking to put a patio, why isn't it you that's selling it to them? You get it? There's no need. There's no need to feel, oh, I feel bad selling them. They really didn't want it. Well, don't sell it to them. But 3/4 of the sale is in when you meet up with the client. Okay? How many times are you going to a shop? Hello, how are you? And let me know if I can help you. Well, what the hell am I doing there? But if they come up to me and says, hey mate, how you going? And hey, what brought you here today? I'm starting a story. The translation of belief that I give you this guy without even knowing his name is simply I'm interested to know what brought you here. I'm interested, I'm asking you a better question than the guy that spoke to you next door and just asked you, let me know if you need a hand. Okay? I'm not doing it differently. I'm doing it better. I'm not doing it differently. I'm doing it better. That is the whole point of this entire exercise. There is a better way. People will buy with emotions and they'll justify it with logic. Okay? The brand, the marketing makes the dollars. The brand contains service, experience, the vision. This is what they want. Service, experience, the vision. They want to be served. The experience, part with the knowledge, educate them. The vision, they're looking for the results. They're not looking for service and products. They're not looking for that. Okay? If they did, everyone in Australia should be having a home loan with the bank that's got the lowest mortgage rate. But it doesn't happen that way. It's variable. They're shared because that's incorporated in their interest rate. The vision. Got to pay a little bit extra. My credit rating is not that flash. I'll do the right thing, and then when a couple of years from now, we'll go and refinance, and I'll get a better rate because that's what the broker told me to do. He gave them a vision. They're looking for results. Make their eyes see. Okay, here's a little exercise for you. I want you to just close your eyes. Come on, just close your eyes. Drop whatever you're holding. Put your hands on the table, on your laps, wherever it's relaxed. Just close your eyes. And I want you to just to put into your mind a scene. And the scene is palm beaches, sun, surf, people in their water bathing costumes, pina coladas, service coming through. I want you to, and then just that heat that you feel on your face. Okay, you can open up your eyes now. I'm sure you saw that. Okay? Just talking you through, you saw that vision. My point is this: which eyes did you see that with? Because the ones that are watching me now were closed. Which eyes did you see that image? They're looking for the result. Put the result in their environment. Let them surround it by their own personal effects. And if you've got that image embedded into your prospect's mind, just ask them to go to the cash register. Because that's where it's at. There's no more to be done. The sale is closed. Why? Because you translated that identity of that product or service through the identity of you, your belief. Okay? There's not a better drill out there than the one that I bought. Probably there is. But you gave me enough to say this product will do me because I need it for this. I don't need to look anymore. I'm happy with the price. I love the service. And you know what? I feel motivated to go home and use it now. That's your role. Sell the result, the vision. All other programs will tell you service, experience. The vision, that's what they want every time. Every time. Your customers want to change how they feel. You think about that. They've got a problem. I want this problem to go away. What would you pay me if you gave me the biggest problem that you have in your life today? What would you give me if that problem that you gave me, I could make it disappear. What would that do for you? How much would you pay me for that? Okay? I didn't talk about price. I asked you if I could take away the biggest problem away from you right now, how much would you pay me? Okay? I gave you the value first. I gave you the belief that I want to help you and get rid of that problem. Isn't that what you're selling? The solution. Give them the result. When they purchase, solution. The result is sold before the solution. And when you sell the result effectively, you have a solution. By the way, your brand positioning statement, you become the television. Okay? The identity. What people will see you for. Okay. So build a business brand, build an individual brand that is focused on results. Okay? On results. That's why you're here. This program will enhance your current capabilities so you end up with more results in all facets. High conversion rates, results. Where is your ideal position? This you'll see, it's called the repositioning function, and this is a pivotal moment. Again, you could study it up on the notes you receive, but the ideal position is what customers want and what you have to offer. What is the value proposition that you're offering, okay? Because I'm going to give you a solution. I'm the expert in this product or service, and I'm going to provide a solution to the problem that you have. And if I can't, I'll know it from the beginning. I'm not going to waste time there. I'd rather ask for a referral because they've provided a level of friendship to say, hey, if I know someone, I'll let them know. Thank you. There's a deal there, possible, because there's no deal here. So find that out from the beginning. Repositioning is, we spend a bit of time on value. Value is benefit minus cost. There's no, and I'll expand this on later, there's no such thing as value add. Value add is a bullshit term. Value is belief. If you're going to add anything, you're going to add benefits. Because when you add benefits and the cost remains the same, the value is increased. And we'll spend a bit more time on that later. Make good use of before and after. Okay? The experience, translate that into your process. Okay? In my experience, this is what, but we can entertain this because there's been a bit of a change of law. Okay? You're building that rapport, that relationship. You're enhancing your trust because you are providing those three: service, experience, and trust. And trust is forever building in every moment of the interaction. And when you build enough trust during the interaction, it'll create the transaction. Use visuals, evidence. People like evidence. Okay? But what evidence? Not evidence of your benefits, the product benefits and the features, but the benefits of the value of buying it. Okay? That's part of your repositioning. Creating the vision, translating that image into your prospect's mind. Okay? When you prioritize this value, they will be more motivated to engage faster, okay, than you've ever seen before. Value needs to create 2 contact points: vision and change, commitment and need for urgency. Let's take that again. We need to create 2 contact points: vision, change. Okay? You need to undertake the change because you've been stalling on this purchase and you're losing money because the old one is not providing the right efficiencies, and this is crucial in your business, in your household. So you need to make a change. because you're losing money. That's the value I provided. Okay? Commitment and need for urgency. What are you waiting for? That was part of that change. We created a need of urgency. You need to make a commitment if you want to rectify your financial, your back pocket, because you're losing money. You need to talk to your prospect like that. Okay? I go home and I get advice from mum and dad. Well, are they going to financially contribute to this? Are they going to educate you more than the education that I'm providing? This is my career. This is my livelihood. I've given you my belief, my value. So my value today is identical to your mum and dad's. So you need to make a commitment and create a need of urgency. If you do a sale and there's a backflip tomorrow, that's a quality control concern, and we'll talk about that. But consumer laws allows people to take a backflip. Okay? They know that. So buy today. You don't need to buy tomorrow. Buy today. Do I need to tell you if you're not happy, reject it tomorrow? Make the commitment. Go and justify the logic. And if your logic is stuffed up and you're concerned, well, off we go. Your job is to sell. Their job is to buy. I've put in here a bit of research, and it's available in the public domain. It basically goes through some different phases through the sales process, or the emotional or the currencies in people's lives during a process. And you can see the risk is quite low, then it elevates at phase 3. The needs is high, the needs becomes lower in phase 3 because you provided solutions. Okay? The risk is elevated because the risk is I've got to put my hand in my back pocket. We're not talking about the risk of committing to without you having money to buy it. That's not what selling is all about. Okay? It's, hey, if it's a concern like that, a lot of high ticket ones, take that in consideration. They ask those questions. There's nothing wrong with that. The point of this exercise is 1, 2, 3, 4, turn on a flip as they go through a process. So, needs, solution, and risk are science-based. Price is maths-based. So change a high value of 1, 3, or 4. How do you mitigate the risk? This is your true solution. You came in here with a need. We found a result. That's science-based. So if you understand this, then you'll comprehend that adding that value, translating your belief during the journey, mitigates needs, solution, and risk. They are science-based, those elements, and that's why we talk about using science to a higher conversion rate. Educate yourself with what is the science fundamentally behind this. What parts of the brain take care of risk? What parts of the brain create a solution, etc. So this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Number 1, needs. Sell the solution. Sell the results. Okay? Consider their pain points. What is your greatest concern? What is your least concern? From there, you've established a baseline. Establishing a baseline in a sales process provides you a movement forward. You are in control. The one in control asks the questions. If you're not asking questions, if you're getting too many questions asked to you, something's not right about your sales process. You've lost something at the beginning. Gain it back. Clear up their issues and then take control and take it back to your sales process. Step 2, engage them and inform them. Okay? What is it that you want to achieve from this meeting? What is it that you want to achieve today in providing that solution? Okay? Well, I can certainly help. Will always be your answer. They're there for your product or service. Your experience, your training has delivered you as a technical expert on that product or service. So you can help. And step 3, focus on the solutions, not the product or the service. Okay? Not the features or the dynamics of the product. Focus on the solutions. What would this do? What would this piece of machinery do for you in there? Okay? What would this upgrade in your website do? What are you after? I'm after $100,000 deals, manufacturing or something. Okay, well guess what? If you're charging $1,000 and they're getting $100,000, well, you're not providing value. Create value, create the solution, give them the solutions, focus on those solutions so you can ask for a higher ticket invoice engagement. Highlight your differences. These will function, these steps will function and form the basis on how to promote and start to design a sales process or even enhance it. But there are principles of influence in your sales process. They're quite uniform. Now, we use that in our consulting business as a framework to develop sales processes. If you want to know more, well, we can talk about that at the Q&A, okay? But we're not talking about influence here. We're talking about creating and driving a new DNA, okay? We're not getting rid of your current DNA. We just want to promote what's hiding there, been sitting behind the curtains, bring it forward. Because everyone can learn and apply and do this as a habit in their selling. Okay? Finally, sell the true value. Okay? True value. The fundamental business drivers are drive revenues, reduce expenses, create efficiency, mitigate risks. The visionary is the forefront of the change. You are a change agent. They're your fundamental business drivers that you need to provide true value to. If we talk about what's different from me to my competitor, well, we help drive revenues in a different way. Okay? Through outsourcing, we can reduce expenses. Okay? This will create efficiency, and many people can spend a bit of time overviewing the administration, which will mitigate risk. That's why we want to do business with you, because we know that's a solution for you, and we are solution based to those elements that you are concerned with. What questions do you have for me? None. Okay. Well, we'll get the contract sent out to you. And when do you want to start this project? Because we're keen and interested to start this Monday morning, 8 a.m. Are you happy with that? Fantastic. Great to meet you. Thanks, guys. Look forward to working with you and punching out all those issues that we discussed today. But there's a bit of work to be done, but we really look forward to it. See you soon. Thank you and bye for now. True value. I've given them identity, who we are. We work hard. We want to start. There's a need for urgency. There's a commitment. I've given you the vision today and the vision to the result. And it's time to change because you've engaged us. So get used to it. You're going to see our faces in your space. Okay? That's providing true value to the deal, the finale. You probably heard, and we'll spend a bit more on this. What questions do you have for me? Okay, your why purpose? We said purpose and identity. Purpose is crucial because purpose will redefine the way that you view happiness. Okay, happiness is about living your purpose. When you love doing what you do, it's not work, it's not play, it's love. It provides you happiness, okay? Even for that moment, provide you happiness. You can have all the stress in the world. You go to a good AFL footy game and your stresses are not even considered. Okay? You might express something through the frustration of your stress, but for that moment, you've identified your real purpose. And when you're in that space, that's where happiness sits. So, in a customer sense, they buy the vision. They buy the vision. They achieve happiness when they receive the product or service. Okay? The vision has been sold. The marketing is where the money's made. The product and service just holds the money. It's empty for a reason. Thanks for hanging out with me. Session 1's done. I'll send those PDFs. Please have a read. I'll highlight the exercises that need to be done. I'm confident you found this real useful because it's about you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.